a crack ghost in the room. What the?
I don't think the owner was joking about the OD ghost.
The OD ghost?
No!
I'm over here struggling to read that. They said the crack ghost.
There's no way out of this.
Gotcha, bitch! Holy shit, Owen!
My boy just grabbed my boy out the car like nothing, bro. Translucent ass being.
Don't stop.
Indeed.
Welcome back to another video. I'm Lex, yours truly. Today we're playing some Perceptions of the Dead 2. I played the first one around about a year ago on my channel. You might be asking me what the game is about. Perceptions of the Dead 2 is a visual novel made up of short stories starring quirky and cute characters in a mysterious and haunted setting. So far there are 3 stories in the game with a 4th under development. In October of 2017, Jill Count held an IRL streaming event from within the haunted hospital of St. Hart. The events there left her forever changed and able to now see ghosts. Haunted by the ghost of a young man she met there, Jill travels to find Tyrone, hoping he can help her. Finding him missing, she is quickly roped into saving him. Little does she know what she is actually walking into. Honestly, it sounds good. It's looking good so far. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification so you always know when I posted. And yeah, let's get right into it. Owen blinked, looking around.
It's kinda empty in here.
It's my boy Owen once again.
Where did everyone go? Hello? Huh. Spooky.
And then there was a man.
Whoa, creepy costume.
My boy
You
Tyrone.
look like an off-brand Jason. Still, totally pulling off the slasher vibe though.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, did Omega Sci-Fi actually send someone? It's good to see that we're starting to build some bridges, right?
Yeah. I didn't catch your name.
I'm Owen, the party's organizer.
Tyrone.
Though I'm feeling like someone is pulling a prank on me or something right now.
How so?
Everything's gone. All the decorations and stuff. Wait, did I wander into a nearly identical room?
What inspired you to throw a Halloween party here, Owen?
Well, St. Hart is haunted.
No arguments there.
What,
See, but
no
I don't know how
wisecracks?
Tyrone died.
No, I definitely agree with you. I know for a fact it's haunted.
Last time we seen this guy, he was looking at a something on the ceiling. If you know, you know.
Hey, yo,
I
what
pull
the
out my
fuck?
phone and snap another picture of her, checking to make sure the screen stays empty. It does. And I slide the device back into my pocket.
Are you a believer, Tyrone?
You could say that.
Haha, yes! Finally a fellow acolyte. You and I are gonna have a long talk, and for that, I'll break out the good stuff.
Owen began to rummage in a cabinet under the remnants of a long abandoned equipment.
What about your party?
The party was just an excuse to be here.
And acolyte? Is that the proper term?
Oh yeah.
Owen withdrew a bottle with a gold leaf, wax seal, and a mark that immediately widened Tyrone's eyes.
Holy shit, you're gonna crack open a bottle of Monty Dements? That bottle's worth twice my entire education.
You must have refined taste to recognize it on sight.
Not really. I kinda helped dissolve the soul of someone haunting a bottle earlier this week.
Ew, well,
I
you
skipped too fast, my bad.
Connected for an acolyte if your client had a bottle. Did they share a taste with you?
No. And honestly, I couldn't even imagine drinking a couple $1,000 a sip.
Owen rolled his eyes and pulled out a second bottle.
Look, they're not worth the price. The taste is maybe worth a few $100s a bottle. The real value is all about the prestige. Now, I have questions. You're an acting acolyte? We're talking practicing, not theoretical?
I suppose so, if I understand the term correctly. Mostly just playing at busting ghosts, but sometimes some more complex stuff. I stopped a murderous hoodie a few months ago.
No, you don't understand. I was just trying to.
They're all dead. Everyone. Everyone died.
Yeah, I remember.
Stop the cap.
I really don't remember. It's been a whole ass year.
Come on now,
Owen
dog.
produced glasses from the same cabinet and poured them each a glass.
You got a head and shoulders above me, bro. I haven't even met a ghost yet. But I plan to summon one here tonight.
Ain't this dude
Most
a
of the
ghost?
frat brothers just think it's going to be an over-the-top Halloween thing.
Sounds dangerous.
No, I've got runes out the ass. Plus, nothing to fear for the dead from
A
me,
broken
bro.
blade at this. Bro's just yapping for way too long.
A broken what?
What kind of acolyte doesn't have a broken blade? Seriously?
Tyrone
I
nodded.
guess most of my knowledge is from books, so who am I to talk trash?
Owen walked back to his cabinet and withdrew a knife that looked as though it had seen far better days. In fact, the thing looked like it had shattered and just been glued back
It's
together.
like the ghost of a knife, right? I made this one myself.
Tyrone's eyes widened as he sipped his drink and hungrily took another sip.
Supposed to be able to stab ghosts and stuff.
Owen preferred the weapon.
Here, I won't be needing this tonight. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Tyrone took it, and his focus turned from his drink to the odd weapon, leaving Owen to take his first sip. Despite the bad mouthing, he liked the taste and was eager to. Liquid spattered to the ground directly below Owen. He looked down to see the mouthful he had just taken as a wet stain across the ground. Owen looked up to Tyrone and saw it in his
no,
eyes.
bro. I'm dead.
Owen!
Yeah?
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
You're too close. I'm dreaming about you again.
Oh, that's sweet, but bro, I don't think of you like that.
Fine. I wasn't sleeping very well on this mattress anyway.
Jill felt her hand buzz and lifted a fist to find it clutched around her phone. The streaming app was running. That had been happening a lot recently. Her mother had always told her she was glued to her phone.
Good morning, everyone. I really hope I didn't leave it going while I was sleeping. I can't quite put why into words, but that feels creepy. Anyway, we're on day... Owen, how long have you been haunting me?
Day 5, brah.
So, at least 3 months since the events of St. Hart and Owen beginning his haunting vigil. And today, I'm on day 2 of my trip to meet the mysterious Tyrone, of whom Owen speaks so many volumes of praise. Not to mention whose?
Jill paused.
The guy was in my dreams. My Owen dreams. So, at least I know now that he probably exists and isn't some weird joke made up by Owen. Back to the original point of my commentary here. I'm almost there, and I'm about to wash my face and get back in the car for the last leg of the journey.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Do what? Drive? Do we not want to see Tyrone today?
No, brah, I wouldn't wash your face.
Jill cocked an eyebrow and turned to her phone.
Is something wrong?
There's something in the bathroom. Get the fuck out.
What do you mean by that?
Run, girl. F you, run.
Huh?
Run. There's a...
What'd he say?
What? Run. There's a crack ghost in the room. What the fuck?
I don't think the owner was joking about the OD ghost.
The OD ghost?
No!
I'm over here struggling to read that. They said the crack ghost.
Need a respirator. I've been in my bed so much, I need a respirator. You what? That is fuck, still fast as fuck, boy. I hang with the mob. No, it's not a G.
Are you entirely sure this is it?
Oh yeah, totally. This is where Tyrone said he lived.
And how long ago was this?
Like just last Halloween.
Owen? I was there last Halloween. I didn't meet any Tyrone.
Yeah, Jill looking like,
Who you are meant to be. I'm not making this shit up.
Unless you need a handy.
Weird.
Dude,
Buddy?
I'm not racist. I can tell the difference between different black people.
What did you say?
But yeah, I suppose it would be the Halloween before that then? My bad.
Well, nothing to lose by knocking, I suppose.
Oh man, I can't
just
wait
geeked
to
out.
see him again. It's been so long.
I'll bet.
Jill let out a long sigh and marched to the door.
Well, here goes nothing.
Her fist struck the door, and the knocking echoed like there were nothing but emptiness and silence beyond. Jill looked to Owen, cocking an eyebrow.
That's abnormal. Or perhaps part of the new normal?
A moment later, much to her surprise, the door opened a crack. There was an eye staring out at her, but nothing was said.
Hi, I'm here to see Tyrone.
He's not here.
Is he out? When will he be back?
It's her, bro.
I do not know.
Did we, interrupt a robbery on accident or something? If you're in his house, seems like you should know.
He's missing. He has been missing.
Gosh, pooping darn it.
Really?
Look, I don't know how to ask this, but do you know if he has any,
work references? Say work references, brah.
Work references! Someone who works with him.
Our dear Tyrone works alone. What he does is not the type of employment one can simply apply for. Only fate or misfortune can conspire to find you doing what he does.
You mean hunt ghosts?
What do you mean by that?
I blinked in surprise.
What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh, I don't care! Look, I hear he can help me.
And who did you hear that from?
My ghost.
Jill thumped toward Owen.
You can see him.
Yes, sir.
You can see him?
Yes, ma'am.
My ability to see him is not surprising, but he is nothing more than a fragment, a shadow of a full spirit. He is not the kind of thing a human should be able to see. Unless...
The eyes seemed to size Jill up as though only seeing her for the first time.
Unless you, like our dear Tyrone, have torn down the veil between life and death.
Tell me, girl, can you now see the truth of your own world?
Yes! But can we drop the mysticism? I just want to detach Owen, or something.
Rude.
Oh shit, my bad.
I don't even care if I have to deal with seeing ghosts. I can deal with that if it comes to it. But I can't deal with being personally haunted.
Do you really think living with the sight is so simple? If you can see them, they can see you. And not all of us are so... passive.
She gestured to Owen.
Us? Oh gosh, poopy darn it! Am I standing, talking to an empty doorway? I'm gonna need Tyrone to teach me to spot the difference.
Damn. Jill turned to see a mailman whistling as he put mail into the box up front. Ain't nobody live up in that damn house, bruh. You talking to a damn ghost.
Facts.
He gave a short wave.
Beautiful day, isn't it, ladies?
Absolutely. You have a good one.
You what?
She alive?
Huh? You too.
Or not? What did you mean by us? Oh my goodness!
As Jill's eyes returned to the house, she saw it. That impossibly long hair was everywhere, twining like veins around everything, everywhere, painting the entire inside of the house in shadowy, snaking hair.
What are you?
Me? I'm nothing special. Well, that's not entirely true. But I am nothing more than a very powerful ghost. Very old.
Jill's mind flashed back to Raven for a heartbeat.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's you that is so odd. A human with almost no power, and yet without any trace of the veil.
Why is that so weird?
To be honest, it happens more often than you'd think. It's just odd that you're still alive. Even things like me have to hide in safe places.
Jill cocked an eyebrow.
And this super mundane looking house is a safe place?
It was. It's only a matter of time before the world realizes Tyrone isn't here anymore.
And Tyrone, is he like me?
No. I couldn't even begin to tell you what Tyrone is like. His very presence was able to make this a haven. But now he's gone. And soon it won't be.
Well, that's just... awesome.
Their conversation was interrupted by the arrival of a car, from which emerged a man who was large in every sense of the word save height.
Ripley! Who are these two?
He can see Owen too?
Yes. I don't really know what he is either. I suspect he's another anomaly created by the power of Tyrone.
Hello? You gonna make introductions?
I didn't ask their names.
Figures. I'm Marcus.
Jill.
Name's Owen. Nice to meet you, brah.
Marcus shook both of their hands and paused.
Oh god, it's a SoCal frat boy ghost.
Just living that SoCal lifestyle, brah.
Look, we'd love to help you with your ghost problem, but this is normally Tyrone shtick and he's missing and we're about to leave to find him and I seriously doubt this guy's dangerous. Ripley, is he dangerous?
No.
See? You're great! We gotta go. Ripley, can you grab the bags?
The bags rose from it just inside the door and drifted outwards, carried by writhing strands of shadowy hair.
Yeah, thanks. That's totally what I meant and not creepy at all.
Marcus hurried back to the car.
You should come with us.
I'm sorry, what?
It won't be safe here for long. And it's only a matter of time before you catch the attention of something dangerous.
And you'll protect me?
I cannot promise that, but you will be safer.
Yeah, but what do you get, brah?
Ripley turned slowly to Owen as though surprised to even hear him speak.
You'll keep her safe, but why?
Because I don't want to just let her die. And if you're desperate to hear a more selfish reason, I suppose I could use a second set of eyes.
Can't Marcus see ghosts? He saw Owen.
Whatever he is, it's intermittent, unreliable.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
Jill hurried away. Standing beside her car, she pulled out her phone. In a moment, she had it on and streaming.
Okay, Ghost Ex Machina.
You cannot be for real.
So let's cut
This
to the
motherfucker
chase.
streaming in a back package.
Your guidance got me this far, and from the sound of it, my random tests with you over the last few months are the only reason I haven't run into something dangerous. So what do you think I should do? Should I go with them?
What?
There's no other option.
Wow, a pretty uniform response for once. All right, I guess it's road trip time. I'm glad I packed a bag.
Turning behind her, Jill yelled.
Hey, Marcus! Pop your trunk! I need to put my bag in.
What? Ripley!
The car was silent. Marcus at the wheel, Ripley shotgun. For all that an incorporeal entity should need the room, and then Owen and Jill in the back, an ice chest wedged between them. It had been hours of silence before Marcus finally broke the ice.
Jill, what can you do?
Don't bother her.
I don't mind being bothered.
What do you want me to do? I don't want to bring two strangers on this rescue mission.
We don't know it's a rescue mission yet.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sure Tyrone is fine after slipping and falling off the face of the earth for 3 weeks.
Because he's never done it before, right?
I mean, yeah, he kinda did, but he promised he was gonna stop. That's not the point!
I too am concerned about how long he is taking. But I suspect the most help he will need is another set of hands. And I would very much like him back.
I'm here watching for the first time like y'all, bro.
I was trying to
I'm
figure out
low-key
the
intrigued,
dynamics.
bro.
But now I get
It's
it.
about them
You're
ghosts
his
and
lady
shit.
friend.
About the ghost.
Wait, Tyrone is dating a ghost?
No.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
My boy piping even in the dead,
Yes,
bro.
there is!
What?
That's necrophilia!
Damn, caught him.
I heard that one did like me. Heard that one steal my style. I wake up, I put it by geek. I don't got time to chill out. I ain't been sober in years of a week. I don't even remember it all.
Or is it?
He dead. Banging the dead people. I don't think it's
No!
wrong.
Well,
What'd he say?
I don't know, man.
Exactly.
What did you say?
Anyway, I think if Tyrone is with anyone, it's Tulip.
No, I think you're wrong there. Tulip is definitely interested in Tyrone, but it is not reciprocated.
Who's Tulip?
Oh, Tulip is the ghost of a suicidal teenager who's been haunting him for the last few years.
Damn.
He's dating a teenager?
Come on,
I think it's the one girl that showed up at the door.
Great, now I've got Sabrina the teenage ghost following me around.
I'm 26.
You died when you were 16, so you look 16 to me.
What?
Died over a decade ago. She's almost the same age as him.
Also, no, he's not dating her. I feel bad for her dying so young, but he is very much turned away by her youthful appearance.
Well, that's good. Or is it? To be honest, not really something I've thought about much.
come on. It's not fair to Tulip.
It's like I always say, life isn't fair, brah.
Still, I feel bad for
Right
her.
on, bro.
She's way into him, and she's really nice.
Maybe you should date her.
No, dude.
See? She's too young looking.
That's not why.
I have no idea who you're talking about, but I have to say the fact that she's dead should be the biggest barrier, not how she looks.
I really don't see why dating a ghost would be bad. I mean, it's on life, not death.
That's all fair and good and all, bruh, but who's that guy in the middle of the road?
There's no way out of this.
Gotcha, bitch! Holy shit, Owen!
My boy just grabbed my boy out the car like nothing, bro. Translucent ass being.
Don't stop.
Indeed.
That thing will kill us all if it catches us.
What the hell
Yeah, but he
happened to
just
Owen?
yanked that man
Owen
out
is
the
gone.
car.
Marcus, go!
Oh, no fucking way! He's still alive! Look, he's still moving!
Marcus, drive!
Ripley, take the wheel.
The door swung open and Marcus was out dashing off behind them.
I'm not dying for this.
She switched seats with a fluid, shadowy motion, and the car revved
You're
forward.
just gonna leave them?
Did you want to die too?
Jill opened her mouth to protest, but to her shame, only silence came forth. Marcus stood gasping.
I should have backed up the car before I jumped out.
My boy said, wow.
What the fuck what did you just
Not
say?
the paw fruit, yoinked them out of existence. GG's, brother. She already said he had a fragment. He just took the fragment, he dead.
Owen! Owen!
What's up, brah?
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
He ain't even dead, he got yoinked out for no reason. Now we on a side mission, on a side quest. Oh shit.
Owen! Owen, you're okay?
Oh yeah, sorry I fell out, brah.
Fell out.
You got dragged
Owen, you were
out,
dragged
bro.
out.
Nah, man, just caught a snag.
What do you
Caught a
say?
snag on what? You were in our car, bro. You're in the back seat of the car, bro.
There's no way out of this.
Gotcha, bitch! Where is the thing?
Thing?
You freaking the big white thing!
Me?
What?
You?
You know what? Never mind. I'm glad you're safe.
Marcus let out a sigh and turned back the way he came. The red lights of his car were long lost to the distance in the night.
Well, Owen, I suppose we're going to have to walk.
Oh, no worries, brah. I love hiking.
This dude is just Marcus turned to Owen with a grim expression as the man hovered beside him. I'd be like that too. I'd be like,
What did you say?
Marcus took one last deep breath, tasting the air, noting the cold, empty scent of a pine
Let's
forest.
get going, I guess.
Beautiful. The car roared with a violent, terrifying scream.
Ripley, slow down!
I'm not going that fast.
Jill looked out the window. Reality was a black blur as the car tore forward.
Kidding, right?
It's fine.
Slow down!
Fine.
The tires squealed as with a lurch, the car came to a stop. A graffitied sign welcomed them to the town of Misty Mornings, and Jill's eyes widened.
I didn't realize we were so close. Are you sure you wanna stop?
We should be fine. We were going at 114 miles an hour for about 10 minutes. It's almost 20 miles away on foot. I'll know if it comes directly after us, as unlikely as that is.
What was that thing? Why were you so
Ain't
scared?
that the shit? That's the alien
No.
or some shit. A no? My bad.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for that explanation. Answer my question.
Ripley let out a long, pained sigh.
I don't actually know. I've been around for hundreds of years, and I couldn't begin to accurately answer that question. They are as anomalous as any ghost, and perhaps even more so. Ghosts have a past, an origin, ties, influences. That's off subject.
Y'all taking notes?
Huh? Boy, ain't no
This for the
fucking
test
way, boy.
tomorrow.
Come on,
They're nothing. And they seem to exist for the sole purpose of returning us to the same.
Us?
Ghosts. And people like you. before you get too excited.
Spooky. So you're like, how old exactly?
Rather very.
Oh, come on. Are we talking the Renaissance? Or were you Native American? Maybe you were a child of early Western settlers?
Ripley gave Jill a dark and silencing look.
You have quite the eye on you.
Well, I didn't exactly go to school for streaming.
Streaming? You'd get along well with Marcus.
Assuming he's not dead.
Ripley suddenly grew quiet.
Let's go find ourselves a room.
Okay. Are you sure you don't wanna...
If either of them is able to get away from that thing alive, they will head here. Owen is haunting you. He'll know where you are.
And Marcus?
Marcus made the reservations.
Oh.
Come on.
They walked towards the hotel, no less than 100 feet from the very welcome to town sign that had greeted them.
Jeez, look at this place. Kind of ambitious for a little town like
I
this,
love
don't you
like
think?
The art style in the background, though.
I wouldn't know.
I'm encapsulated, bro. Entering the hotel, their gazes fell upon a man, comfortably propped, flipping thoughtfully through a book, smiling occasionally. He started as they came within earshot, and a grin peeled across his face.
You know, when someone called and made a reservation for the second time in a month, I had thought it had to be a prank. And yet, here you are! Unless you're not the rooms reserved by a Mr. Marcus Rookard?
But the lights blinking. The lights flickered as the man spoke Marcus's name.
I'm sorry to say, the wiring in this old place has a problem or two.
Nah, G, we already dealing with ghosts. I don't talk about something. It's the old house. Nah, bro, I know a ghost. I'm talking to one. I can see the bit. Yo, my bad.
Something to do with the fact that I can count on one hand the number of guests we've had in the last 10 years. I mean, until early.
Well, that seems like a poor
Earlier that month,
business
that
model.
is.
Are you filming me?
Sorta. I'm streaming. Should I stop?
Not at all. And to be honest, it's not. The business model, I mean. Were it not for the hotel's very complicated history, I imagine the taxes alone would put it under. However, due to one twist of fate or another, the place persists. A mere shadow of what it once was, but still, it persists.
Very poetic. Are the rooms dusty?
Most of them are, yeah. But I cleaned the entire floor we currently have open. Back to my earlier question, is either of you Marcus?
Huh? Yeah. Does she look like a Marcus? And she look like a Marcus.
We just did that same work at the hey, at the top of him like hey, they busy where they cannot be like hey, they busy where they cannot be like hey.
All this fucking time passed where that shit leave me. I was fucking blindfold when that shit 3D.
We're with his party, yes.
2 rooms. He indicated single beds, but I just roomed you in kings. Not like we lack for space. That should easily fit a couple. I assume either you two or...
I need my own bed. I don't really know about her, and there are actually 4.
Well, there are more rooms if you'd like. They come at a cutthroat rate this time of the off-season.
I'll pay for my own room then.
3 rooms it is. Come with me, please.
The man led their way through the hotel.
This place looks like a movie set.
As long as you're not thinking of The Shining, you might be right. You'd be impressed at the number of films you've never heard of that were filmed here once upon a time. Not that I really know any of them either. I just know the history. Part of living in a town like this one, I suppose.
Like this one.
A ghost town.
Oh shit, spilled the tea.
I mean that in every sense, too. During the spiritualist boom of back before my grandfather was a baby, this town was popping with such types. And from there, it's just slowly died. Businesses growing and wilting, families going to where they can find opportunity, leaving behind shells of civilizations.
You do like to wax poetic.
Oh, yeah, I'd have been out of here myself if I hadn't decided poetry was a good use of my college education. Not that I've minded terribly. We actually have enough people that we were able to create municipal fiber. Wi-Fi's connected to it. Name is vacancies, and password is too spooky for me. Anyway, here are your rooms, 412 through 414.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I noticed we skipped 411. Is someone in there?
The ghost that died last fucking week.
Ah, yes, the other patron whom I mentioned arrived earlier this month. Not gonna lie, haven't seen him come or go once. but he set us up to auto-charge his card daily, and he hasn't checked out.
I told you.
I don't think he's been sleeping here, but his things are inside. I'm sorry, I really probably shouldn't be talking about all this.
Actually, he's why we're here. Tyrone, right?
The hoteler cocked an eyebrow.
He was here for business, and we haven't been able to reach him for weeks.
For business? Why do you have to say it like that? Are you drug dealers?
What? No!
Well, what kind of business are you talking about?
Ghost hunting.
Jill inclined her head toward her camera. The hoteler's grin peeled across his face like a whip.
Okay, look. This is gonna be super unprofessional, but despite how bad the economy of this place is, I love living here.
What?
Okay, stop gassing it up like that. And why is she gripping that shit like that, man?
You wanna know why?
Sure. The hoteler gestured around.
What?
Dusty ass background.
Facts.
It's fire though. It's fire. Don't get it twisted. This dusty ass background.
The lore,
Indeed.
the history. This hotel alone makes St. Hart Hospital look like a middle school haunted hayride.
What'd he say? Oh! Yeah?
So, you know how I thought Marcus Rookard was a prank? That is because of the history of the Rookard family here.
You don't say.
Long story short, the entire clan killed themselves so that they could rid the town of its ghosts.
You cannot be for
Only
real.
as such stories go, they only made the problem infinitely worse.
I would fucking think so.
I have to apologize. That telling really doesn't do the story justice. But it's late, and not to be rude, but your friend looks like she needs some sleep.
Oh no, she dead. Yeah, she needs some sleep.
I'll tell you the rest if you'd like over the continental breakfast, which is actually where I just grab some fruit and bring my waffle iron from home. See you in the morning.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the information. I look forward to getting more.
The hoteler excused himself and Jill put down her phone.
You should sleep in the same room as me.
What?
What do you mean by
I need to be able to reach you quickly if the null catches up to us.
Stop the cap. Gotcha, bitch.
Why did you let me waste money on an extra room?
No, that was smart. I should have thought of it. We don't want to give him the impression that something is off about us.
Other than the fact that we're ghost hunters who keep the company of ghosts?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm sleeping in lucky number 13. You're welcome to watch.
That was my plan.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah.
You're lucky I'm
Weird.
used to it after 3
Buddy?
months with Owen. Before that, though... Okay, ghouls and gals, I'm signing out for now. But if your ghostly powers should be capable, wake me up if an ancient evil comes for me or some. Jill Count, signing out.
Jill tucked her phone away.
Who are you talking to?
To me, bro. I'm the viewer. You're the viewer. Watching the viewer view the content. Genius.
I have no idea. Ghosts watching my stream, apparently. Lots of them. Some with bank accounts, too.
Damn.
If the fact that I'm still getting paid says anything.
I've never heard of something like that.
Look at me, shocking the 18-million-year-old ghost. That's nice, I'm going to bed. I don't like cars, and I've been driving since 6 a.m.
Boo-hoo. I wake up at 5.
Stop the cap.
Jill marched into the room, locked the door, and fell flat on the bed asleep before she landed.
I'm still outside. Just because I can walk through doors doesn't mean I want to. Rude.
It was morning by the time Marcus finally arrived, though there was no sign of the sun yet.
Oh, thank God.
Good hustle, brah.
Good hustle, bro. Look at this guy floating and shit.
I hate you.
That's just the bad vibes burning away. Oh, we should do this tomorrow.
I will kill you again. Oh, God dang it! The door is locked! If the girls got here safely, they could let us in.
I'll go find Jill.
Good call.
Owen winked out of sight with a soft pop.
Wait, could he have done that earlier? He could have made them pick us up. I hate him so much.
Like the brazier, preparations are made.
Hey, yo, what the
The flickering light of fire cast wild shadows over the room.
Invocavi for spiritum, vidunter micavi
Well, ain't
for
no
spiritum.
fucking way, bro.
Is this?
For spiritum,
I just forgot his name, Owen.
What?
The words echoed oddly, as though the chamber were far less cluttered and small than it appeared.
Et vocavi vos spiritum vidinter mihi.
Yeah, no, I'm good. This time, the echo was violent and distorted, coming back with force.
Et vocavi vos spiritum vidinter mihi.
The earth began to shake and even the air seemed to move, listless with worry.
Et vocavi vos spiritum vidinter mihi.
Silence and darkness, and then a voice she would never forget.
Why have you awoken me, bound one?
I'm here to wake you up, brah. Jill, wake up, wake up.
Jill started awake, Owen's eyes meeting her.
Good morning, brah.
Oh,
What'd you say? What did I tell you about waking me up?
Yeah, I know, but like, Marcus is outside and he's just run a few kilometers short of a marathon, so I thought you'd want to let him in.
Marcus!
all at once, reality caught up to her and she threw herself up.
Marcus is alive! And you are too!
Yeah, but what was that whole circle and the candles and shit? We not gonna talk about that?
Kinda.
I'll go let him in.
I forgot you were there.
Ripley didn't reply as she vanished into the shadows of her own hair.
That feels weird, even.
Bro, why
Even
is
for
she
a
allowed to
ghost.
watch you sleep all creepy from the corner, but I'm not? It's because I'm a boy, isn't it? That's called sexism, brah. And that's not cool.
Bro, what are you talking
Jill threw the blanket over Owen, passing through him to little effect.
Rude.
What time is it anyway?
Real early. It's still dark out.
I'm gonna regret getting up right now.
Yeah, early to rise and all that, brah.
Rising before the sun sure doesn't feel healthy.
Well, we're pretty far north. If you waited for the sun, you'd miss most of the day.
Yeah.
Jill pulled on her jacket as she got out of her
Let's
bed.
go check on Marcus.
A chill burned her face as she left the room. She hadn't noticed it as badly last night, not with everything coupled with her exhaustion, but the difference between the heated room and the spacious foyer was like heaven and hell.
Only perhaps reversed.
What was that?
Just thinking out loud.
Jill's breath fogged and she rose mid-step.
It's so cold in here, it looks like I'm smoking. Look, I'm like a pothead.
All right, buddy.
Owen, you're dead.
Oh yeah, I guess it's just a haunting then. Spooky.
Jill stood still as she looked around in the air thickening with a misting cold. Jill's hand fell to her pocket. Her phone was faintly warm. The moment of hesitation was gone as she pulled out her phone and launched the streaming app.
Good morning, gals and ghouls. We're here today with a very special broadcast. Our first real haunting since St. Hart. And I suppose most, if not all of you, and Owen.
Hi guys.
I mean, there were a couple of maybes here and there. And that thing I heard in the bathroom that one time you told me to avoid.
Flashback. A crack ghost in the room. What the fuck?
I don't think the owner was joking about the OD ghost.
The OD ghost?
Now!
I'm over here struggling to read that. It said the crack ghost.
End of flashback.
So don't be weirded out or anything by me panning around and examining the room around me. Just looking for anything I can't see with my good old ghost sight. My 3-month-old ghost sight.
It looks super clear to me, brah.
Exactly. This fog or mist or whatever, it's a ghost fog or something. I'm not exactly an expert on this.
Wow, do you think we'll see a ghost? I've always wanted to see a ghost.
Owen!
Yeah?
You are a ghost.
Oh.
Owen went silent, his eyes distant, contemplative. Jill hoped she hadn't snapped him out of whatever daze let him persist. She needed the company right now. As quickly as the mist had come, it began to fade, accompanied by voices only recently familiar.
So I was right. He could have poofed to her at any time.
Frankly, I'm more surprised he wasn't dragged behind the car. He may be a bit more impressive if he can...
Her words cut abruptly as she saw Jill and Owen walking towards them.
You didn't have to get up.
I wanted to see if Marcus was okay and ask what happened.
Oh, it's easy. I have no idea. When I found Owen, he was fine. Couldn't no one have told you this?
Owen forgets that he's dead sometimes. I don't trust him to not leave anything out.
I forget to add sugar to the cookies one time, and all of a sudden I can't remember anything.
Like that. That's never happened with me.
It's not uncommon for low-power specters to mimic their former selves while being little above an animal in sentience. Though that would only raise more questions about how he managed to stay behind.
I'm super glad that Owen is a mystery and all, but could I ask if you guys saw this spoopy-doopy ghost mist?
Ghost mist?
Can't say that I have, though I suppose it does feel a little colder than normal. That's a sign of
all
ghosts,
dead besides
right, Ripley?
you.
It's a sign that you're
They
scared.
probably wouldn't feel it.
It's normal human biology. Are there ghosts in this town like the bellhop said? Yes. Are they remotely powerful enough to manifest temperature changes? Probably not. If it's not obvious yet, I already have a solid theory as to the story behind Tyrone's vanishing act.
Oh? Well, do tell.
Small town, very poor. No real major businesses. It's a recipe for crime. Tyrone comes in here, bankrolling his trip with the money he makes. Probably did this excursion at a loss. Someone sees a guy with that kind of money and targets him. Maybe it's a simple mugging gone wrong. Maybe a kidnapping with no idea who to contact
Maybe
with
the
the paranoid
kidnappers,
way
the
Tyrone
fucking
does these
aliens,
jobs.
bro.
Point is,
I'm gonna just
once
call them
Marcus
aliens,
has had
bro.
a
That's what they
chance to
look like.
rest, we should head to the police station and ask about
Come
any
on
John
now,
Does.
dawg.
Ripley left towards their rooms as the group stared after the gate.
No way. No way he is gone for 4 years and comes back fine, only to disappear in North Dakota.
Marcus said the words, but even Jill could tell he was uneasy with how simply the theory fit with the narrative. Jill watched as Marcus followed after Ripley, following her into their
Owen,
room.
would you mind watching me while I sleep and waking me up if something happens?
I thought I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, normally you're not, but just for tonight, I'd kinda like the company.
Are you gonna get mad if I hum Weezer?
No, it's fine.
Jill looked at her phone, panning in a circle as she spoke.
Well, that's enough excitement for this morning. Going to sleep a bit more. I'll see you in the...
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Oh, shit.
Wait a minute!
It's the girl, bro. It's who her name is.
Had it really been that long since I had returned home?
Wow, you have a really nice place.
Or is she following you?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Your place. It's nice.
How are you here?
Or she attached herself, bro.
Spirits are tied to places they have strong emotional attachments to.
Jill nearly dropped the phone as she whirled to see what she had thought she had seen in it. A girl, young in her teens and at the same time oh so clearly dead. The hallway behind her was empty. She knew to trust her ghost sight for such things and the camera to see the real world around her. There was no mist, no girl, nothing.
Yeah, Owen, sing me Buddy Holly.
Oh no, I am terrible at remembering words, but I can hum a mean tune.
With that, Owen began to hum melodic, though horrifically incorrect rendition of something, and Jill had made her way back to her room. Jill woke to the smell of waffles.
I'm
up. Something Buddy Holly. Blah blah something Mary Tyler Moore.
You can stop now, Owen. It's breakfast.
Well, Jill stepped out of her room. She was more than a little surprised to find Marcus already ahead of her, walking towards the stairs. He called back as she noticed her exit.
Hey, morning.
How in all heck are you so perky?
Marcus doesn't need much sleep. Marcus is, as I have said before, an anomaly, much like your friend.
Aw, do you consider me your friend, Jill?
Oh my gosh, Owen, yes, for the billionth time.
Aw, that gives me feels, brah.
The three caught up to Marcus despite his eager pace.
I'm going to go and get some breakfast. Something smells good.
He must be making a lot if we're smelling it all the way up here.
What's this guy's name, anyway?
Jill turned to Ripley, though Ripley just kept on glaring at Owen.
I didn't ask.
I kind of forgot to ask after everything and how tired I was. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. If I ask, it won't look weird for you two.
The group made their way down the stairs and through the foyer to a lobby from which the smell of food wafted.
Hello there. What's on the menu this morning?
Good morning. Holy shit. You have got to be Marcus Ruckert.
Marcus paused and looked back to the girls who looked as confused as him.
The family resemblance is, well, geez, hard to believe to say. I'm a novice historian of a sort, and I've seen pictures of who I assume is your grandpa or great-grandpa, and I swear, you look like he walked straight out of the page.
Marcus seemed nonplussed by the comment, but Ripley eyed the man with narrowed eyes.
Before any of you get the wrong idea, I'm exactly the age I look. Unlike some of you freaks of nature, I'm not a gore, I am immortal.
Marcus then turned back to the hoteler and added,
in a hyperbolic sense.
I assumed that. Though we did have a vampire convention come through here when I was a kid, so I wouldn't immediately dismiss it. On the subject of breakfast, I hope you're all hungry because I drastically misjudged the amount of batter I would need. I've got about 30 waffles made. Oh, and funny thing about the waffle iron. I must have originally got it from here and just kinda didn't notice thanks to inattentional blindness.
The hoteler flipped a waffle which had a name scribed into it. Rookard.
Holy shit, they've literally got my name on them.
That's an awfully big coincidence.
I mean, the hotel used to be called Hotel Rookard after its owners. I mean, the previous owners. We've got placards to the Rookards tucked away in the basement from before the owners tried rebranding the place. Not that it helped. So, how many you want?
I'll take a square 24.
I'm not hungry.
I want 2 waffles, please.
Jill shot Owen a discouraging glance, though whether due to unwillful or benign ignorance, he didn't notice.
I guess I'll just have the last 4.
The hoteler was quick to serve them all a plate, and Jill tried not to watch Owen's attempts to eat the meal. Fortunately, the hoteler himself was far too enamored by the sight of Marcus to notice the attempts of the ghost to eat.
So I have to ask, are you here to learn more about your family history? I just find it very odd that you would show up and have no idea where you were.
Believe it. I barely even knew my father before he died, and my mother got pregnant after a one-night stand. I mean, I was lucky. She desperately wanted kids.
Damn.
And I wasn't a teenage pregnancy or anything. But my dad didn't know I existed until I was in my teens, and then I only met him twice. Point is, I'm only named Rookard because my mom thought it sounded like a strong name and wanted to give me something of my father's. I wouldn't have known about my family history without you expressly telling me. That and the waffles.
To punctuate the end of his story, Marcus dexterously shoveled 3 entire waffles into his face.
That is crazy. I mean, not your story. I mean, honestly, it sounds perfectly plausible. I'm just shocked that you'd end up here on accident.
It certainly stretches coincidental plausibility.
Well, I don't know about you two gentlemen, but I promised your female companions a telling of the Rookard family history. I imagine you would have equal, if not more, interest than they.
Marcus shrugged.
I don't like history, brah.
Ignore him. Go ahead.
Well, I'll summarize a fair portion of this town's history by telling you that we became really big during the boom of spiritualism in the 19th century. Somehow spiritualists one after another gathered here and people flocked to see them. Even after the movement lost steam, Misty Morning was already a big city. It didn't need tourism to maintain itself. It had businesses and a thriving economy. That's not to say it didn't wear its history on its sleeve. Though the popularity began to die down, people still came from near and far to meet the mediums and psychics that the town was famous for, well into the early 20th century. That's where the story starts to turn from historical and more towards myth. You see, the large number of spiritualists here, all constantly reaching out to the other side, it is said that their actions drew an acutely large number of ghosts here.
Whenever we get to a checkpoint, I'm gonna end it there.
Okay.
Low key, we've been here for about like almost an hour. I don't want to put it like a 2-hour video. I want to keep it like, we'll put it in parts.
If you would believe the stories, they were as common as bugs or rats in a big city. And the more concentrated here, the more they called out to others of their own kind, until it said that the city began to succumb to the hauntings. Factories had catastrophic failings, businesses had misfortune beyond reason, and within a few short decades, it looked like the town had reached a critical point where its spiritualistic past was about to end any chance it had at a future.
Makes sense.
Jill looked at Ripley incredulously. Makes sense? What makes sense? Did she know something Jill didn't? Darn her. Well, Jill had questions.
I assume that's when the Rookards became involved?
Exactly. The Rookards were a prominent family in the town at the time. They had investments enough that if the town fell, they would be left paupers. So, it is said, they gathered the remaining spiritualists and all manner of arcane and eldritch texts and began... Unfortunately, it's at this part that everything gets really hazy. They did something, a ritual of some sort.
That's the dream it was having.
That much is in police records. Around half of the family killed themselves in that ritual. The other half began roaming around
eyes,
town
bro.
like some Pinkerton Union breakers. After that, there's a lot of miscellaneous information I can direct you to, but one thing is clear. The ghost problem was gone.
What? Why? What did they do?
I don't really know. Something about the ritual cut sightings and happenings down to the rates of some place as mundane as Smallville.
Smallville isn't a real place. Also, what's a Pinkerton?
It's a historical reference. If you understood the Union Breaker part, then you understood enough.
Anyway, the damage was done, unfortunately, and the town has been slowly crumbling for the last century or so. We've got a city half the size of Detroit with the population of Podunk, Mississippi.
Jill started as, of all people, Marcus broke his silence, eating with a question.
Was there anything different about the sightings after the ritual?
The hoteler's eyebrows rose in shock before his face turned into a knowing smile.
You know your stuff, don't you? Yeah, okay, this is gonna sound super weird, but after the whole Rookard family thing, we started getting sightings of extraterrestrials.
What?
Coach aliens, bro.
UFOs?
Nope, not UFOs, but extraterrestrials, ETs, greys, or really whites in our case. Tall, impossibly thin, huge eyes, and white as freshly fallen snow.
Yeah. Jill cocked her eyebrow in confusion at this. It certainly made very little sense, but when she turned to Ripley, her confusion only grew. The woman's face, normally a dark brown, was pale. Jill didn't know that ghosts could flush.
Now, I haven't ever seen one myself, but the reports are strangely uniform.
The hoteler paused for a moment, walking to a backpack before returning with a drawing. To be more accurate, it was a copy of an illustration from a book. The caption read, "Witness's illustration."
Yep, that's an alien. I got abducted once.
There's no way out of this.
Thank you for all the information.
No worries. I know a lot more if you need to ask. I'm a novice historian, as I said, though really only for this town. Here's my number.
Jill took the preferred paper.
I do most of my real job here in this lobby. Feel free to come by if you want to talk, or call if you're around town. Or, if you'd like, I can come with you and play tour guide.
No, we'll be fine.
Plus, don't you have to stay here in case someone shows up?
The hoteler laughed and then realized Jill had been remotely serious.
No one's gonna be staying here anytime soon.
Well, we'll think on it.
Thanks for the breakfast, dude.
Yeah, good cooking.
You didn't even touch yours.
Huh.
Jill could see that Owen was drifting towards an existential crisis.
Well, we gotta get going. Lots to...
See you later, man.
Lots to do today.
Peace, brah.
Ripley merely nodded as the band stepped outside.
Well, I suppose we should hit up the police station first, right?
Alright, I'm gonna end it here. It's looking like there's no pause to this. Hopefully you enjoying the video so far. I know I'm not talking as much. As you can see, it's a visual novel. I don't have to talk as much, but you know, I'm enjoying it so far. Like I said, I had to get the video done, get this out the way. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notifications so you always know when I posted. And yeah, I'll see you on part 2. Peace.
On my escalator. Need a respirator. I be in my bed so much, I need a respirator. You what? That is fuck, okay,
Still fast as fuck, boy.
I hang with the mob, no, it's not a G. Yeah, I'm in the man on nothing, my pockets they pick, my pockets they jump, I'm working it, but I'm putting it, fuck on everybody, behind they fuck it up. I can't decide what the cool of my purse. Came in there with a vibe. I heard they was there like me, heard they was steal my style. I wake up, I move to my geek. I don't got time to chill out. I ain't been sober in years a week. I don't even remember it all. But today, hey, we just did that same work at the hey, at the top of him like hey, they busy where they can't have been like hey, they busy where they can't have been like hey. Inside the drop top, bitch got a crop top, all taking tits out. Gotta go in every time I ain't